Welcome to I Am It Is. I am Kindred Surprize, and it is Maddie. Let's take a quick look at Maddie as she's performing at her dance school, and let's have a little listen to Maddie and who she is as a beautiful young girl.
Hi, I'm Maddie. I'm a 10-year-old girl. I like to sing, act and dance, and I would love to be an actress when I'm older.
How old were you when you knew you were a young girl?
Since I was born, like when I could speak, I told my mum. She's been very helpful, and she's always been there to help me with my, if I get bullied or all my concerts and stuff along the way.
Did you get bullied?
A little bit when I was in grade 1 and 2 about me being transgender, but now I think my school has kind of gotten to know me more and now it's all good. I like dancing and singing because you can kind of just release yourself. Like singing, you kind of just release your mind and stuff, like to think about like the notes and stuff. So you're releasing your mind and all the stress, and then dancing is kind of letting out all like the anger. So it's really good like in tough times, but it's also really fun. So one of my role models is Carlotta, and she is a transgender girl as well. And she's done a lot of stuff along the way, and she's was proud of who she was, and she's been on some cooking shows and stuff like that.
And have you met Carlotta?
Yeah, I met Carlotta at the Midsumma Festival 2016.
What would you say to other young people that feel like they are born wrong sex?
You should just be proud of who you are, no matter what you look like, and you should know that there's always love and support out there from the other LGBTIQ community, and especially your family and friends. They'll always be there to support you.
Well, isn't she a beautiful young girl? Okay, joining me today, I do have the wonderful Beck, Maddie's mum, and with her I have two lovely mums as well, from parents of gender diverse children, Megan and Karen. And Karen is not from finance. Just in case you're wondering, that's coming up next month. But let's talk about what we just saw. We saw a beautiful young girl dancing, singing, being the beautiful being that she was born to be. Maddie is your daughter.
Yep.
And Maddie was born biologically a boy.
Yep.
And at some point, Maddie told you she was a girl. Is this something that you always knew?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
She was always just a princess.
And what a beautiful princess she is. And likewise, both of you are parents or mothers of trans children?
Both of us are parents of transgender children.
Yeah. And how old's your child?
My daughter Evie is 11 years old.
And she is stunning, can I say?
Thank you.
I saw her in a recent article and beautiful. And
I'm Karen.
Karen.
And
Not from finance.
Not from finance.
Sorry.
And Lottie is 7.
Lottie is 7. Cool. And can I just throw it over to any one of you? I guess a lot of people that are watching may question at what age is it right for somebody to transition? And you've probably faced a little bit of discussion from people who don't quite understand it. Is it something that you just know maternally as a mother? And what's kind of the process there for each of you? Maybe Beck, you want to start?
We weren't following any rules. We just were led by Maddie. We didn't know what we were doing. Back then, there were a lot of trans kids. Well, I'm sure there were a lot of trans kids, but no one really knew too much about it. But we just let her be who she wanted to be ever since she was little. The thing for us the main point for us was when she started really sort of being a bit depressed or hating herself, and one day she hit herself to try and get, was hitting herself to try and get the boy out. So that was right, the boy's coming out.
Yeah.
We don't need that
Yeah.
there.
Can I just say that as a mother, as a friend. What I see you do is admirable. The way that you've supported Maddie, the way that you've taken this on as if it's normal, because in fact it is. In fact, doing this very interview was very difficult for me because I never want to objectify, particularly a young child, or make them feel that they're not normal, and I think that's really important to stress. What was the turning point, or when did you realise that it was normal for her to be the little girl that she is?
Pretty much, she's always been normal for us.
She's very normal.
So we're kind of maybe a boring story because she's just always been who she is and who she's wanted to be. And we've just kind of rolled with it.
I think the story is not boring from the sense that there's so much love going on and support, and you don't often get that. And I know that as a gay man. Ooh, am I? Surprise. Well, I've had to identify as a homosexual. No, I'd rather call myself a homo sapien, a member of the human race, just like everyone. And I've had my own struggles to actually go to this level, which is something that was not around when I was young. But I'm sure for all of you was not something that was often visible. It's always been there, but people haven't had the confidence, particularly at a young age, to do it. So I think for all of you as mothers, I want to say hats off to you. Like, honestly, I know that you won a Mother Award, Megan.
Mother of the Year.
Mother of the Year, 8 years ago. I would like to tell you, you're getting Mother of the Year right here today again, because honestly, what you've done for your children is amazing. And I think as mothers, maternally, you're there to protect your child. And children don't often have the voice or the strength or the capacity to be able to stand up and to be able to do what you do. And I know that everything's normal in your home. Everything's normal. Maddie feels normal. It's normal. I mean, you saw that young girl. It is completely normal. Jonathan, did you want to bring over the mums a cocktail for me? That'd be lovely. And I'll have one too. I think I'm having is it the Viva La Revolution?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. We're going to start one, we might as well drink to it. You hear what I'm saying? You're picking up what I'm putting down out there, folks? All right. Now, let's move over to you, Megan. Megan, you've got Evie.
I do.
Yeah, and she's 11.
She's 11. So Evie transitioned at 9 years old.
Yeah.
My story is slightly different. I wasn't as onto the whole situation from such a young age. I didn't understand really what transgender was, so I sort of thought that I had to teach my son how to be a boy. And then realised a little bit down the track that wasn't working. So basically we sought help from the Royal Children's Hospital, and then it got to dire straits for us. So Evie started talking about death and stuff like that, and how that her life just wasn't worth living if she couldn't live as she needed to. So we got with the program very quickly, and we realised that when you have a 9-year-old say to you that they would rather be dead, you get on board and you find out as much information as you can and you educate yourself. And that's exactly what we did as a family, is we educated ourselves and we did everything that Evie needed to be. And now she's the happiest, vibrant little girl ever. So,
Jonathan.
Here we are, ladies. Karen, for you I have the San Remo.
Thank you.
Megan, for you I have a Bellini.
thank
There
you.
we are. For you I have an Alone in the Garden.
Thank you.
No. And for you, Kindred, Viva la Revolution.
Viva la Revolution.
Enjoy.
Excuse us for a moment.
Yes.
Yum.
Thank you so much for sharing that. And I think that's really important. I guess sometimes people say, why did you choose this? Sometimes you don't have a choice. Sometimes this is the choice. And often that's the same in life for a lot of people that are trying to be who they are born to be. And Karen, not from finance, just to be clear. Karen, you've got a young trans child.
I do. Lottie, who is 7 now. She was 4.5 when she transitioned. So she was in kindergarten. She was always who she was. There was no mistaking it. She was a quirky, interesting, dramatic child. And, you know, she let us know as I think, confronted constantly with everyone saying you're a boy. But knowing that wasn't who she was, and as she got a little bit older, she was more able to express that and to let us know. And because she was the dramatic child that she was, we said initially, we'll support it, but we won't encourage it, because we weren't too sure. We were a bit concerned of if we gave her an inch, she might take a mile. And perhaps if she thought, I can get some attention here. So we just thought, look, we'll support it. We won't do anything too much. And we just went with it. And then it kind of got to a point halfway through kindergarten where she was saying, so when do I get my school dress, Mum? And I'm like, and I think it was in the car, and I nearly ran off the road and said, it's actually not up to Mummy, it's up to the school. So we'll just have to see what the school says. And I'm thinking, oh my, what am I going to do? And then one day, I can't remember what made me think of it, but I thought, all the toilets at kindergarten, they don't have any doors. All the kids just go in and do what they do, open. Yep. And I thought, it's not going to be like that at kinder.
Yeah.
At primary school, it's not going to be like that. And then I thought, I'm going to have to do something about this. And then we had a discussion about 2 or 3 weeks later where it was shoes. And she said, I can't wear these shoes. She was given a new pair of shoes. She said, I can't wear them. These shoes aren't for me. And I'm like, put your shoes on. We're late. She's like, I can't wear these shoes. These are boys' shoes. And I'm not a boy. You know, I can't wear these shoes. And I thought, you know what? Let's get your old shoes on. Go out, get you any old, and I'm thinking we're going to go to Kmart and get a $10 pair of runners. And Lottie had other ideas. We went to Skechers and got an $80 pair of light-up runners.
The girl has taste.
Exactly. So we embarked upon the road of expensive fashion.
As any good girl should.
Exactly.
Very much.
Well, look, it's been lovely for all of you to join us today. I think it's a really important story to tell. I think what's important is for people to understand and realise that sometimes as a parent, you have to do what's right for your child. I think casting judgment or making judgment on what a parent chooses to do as a child, well, they can go get. Because to be honest, they're the mothers of their children. They will do the best thing for their children. They will protect their children, and they will advocate for their children. Because children, whilst they are the future, don't often have the voice or the capacity to be able to do what we can do as adults and as human beings in allowing people in being human. I would like to thank all of you for coming today. It means a lot to me. Maddie is a very special girl to me. I'm yet to meet your beautiful children. I would love to, and please send them my love. I also want to pay a little bit of, or bring to your attention some, if there is any parents out there or any children that are watching this that may be going through something themselves, I want you to know that there is support out there, there is help, and these two ladies in particular do have an organisation that they have put together, which you are doing incredibly well. You've met with Malcolm, not Malcolm.
We met with Bill Shorten.
Oh, well, the other one. They met with him, and he listened from what I saw, which is lovely because it's not often that we have a politician that listens to anything, except their own voice, let's face it. And he listened, and what you've put together is an organisation where people can actually get some help. If people want to volunteer, if they want more information, or if they just need some support, there's people out there, people like these strong women here, beautiful children, like your 3 children, and reach out. I would love to thank you all for coming. Cheers to you all.
Cheers.
Cheers. Much love.